Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning in today. Today's video is going to be a vlog. I was thinking about failure, putting myself in a negative headspace. I had to really talk myself out of it, and it's always a growing process within that. I had to really reframe my mind. Yeah, I gave myself that time and space to cry it out and just be kind of really stressed and sad for a good hour or so. But then after that, I was like, honestly, what is me crying and being sad going to do? Or how is it going to help? It's making me feel shitty, even though I already feel that way. So, how can I shift myself into a different way of thinking more positive? And what I came up with is what where is it going to get me if I'm just crying in bed or crying, how where is that going to get me? It's only going to make me feel worse if I just sit in bed and am emotional. I had to reframe the way that I was thinking, and I was just like, okay, how is this going to help the situation? And it's not. Obviously you have to let your emotions play its part and go through all of that in order to get out of it. But sometimes I feel like personally I, and maybe other people do it too, we put ourselves so deep and we feel those emotions so deep that we aren't able to see the light at the end of the tunnel. We're constantly basking in that feeling of sadness, depression, or anxiety, rather than reframing our thoughts and reframing how we're looking at the situation. How am I going to pivot forward? I think it's important to feel emotions and go through that motion, but also I think it's important to reframe your mind and see yourself kind of from the outside looking in. See yourself from a stranger's point of view. If a stranger's seen you crying over not having the hours that you want, or not having enough money, or not doing the things that you want, they're literally going to be like, okay, so then change it. Yeah, I don't know, it's just a little tidbit, but I think it's important. I always say that. I think it's important. I need to stop. But yeah, I just think it's crucial to our well-being and our mental health if we start reframing our thoughts. It is just on us for feeling that way. It is us just basking into that emotion rather than trying to find a way out. Instead of moping around today, which I didn't do, I'm just going to do all of the fun activities that I enjoy doing. I hope that you're having a good day, and I hope that you are reframing your mind and your thoughts if you have any negative thoughts. I think the power of affirmations is where it's at. Affirmations really do change the way that you think in your thought process and provides clarity. This past year, affirmations has really been ingrained in my routine, saying affirmations and just being more grateful for the things that I have good that's going on in my life. In the last video that I posted, I did post an affirmations on self-love. And actually, that affirmations video helped me yesterday because I was editing it and I was listening to myself say the affirmations on self-love, and it literally brought my mood up. I'm an awesome person, I'm an awesome being. And just listening to affirmations and just really feeling them and smiling when you do it, even if you don't feel that way, that you're feel the way that you're speaking, eventually your brain is going to be okay, I'm connecting the dots. Instead of being I hate myself, I'm ugly, it's going to be oh no, like last week you were doing these affirmations on self-love. So it's like, I love myself, I'm confident, I'm beautiful. I don't know. Affirmations are really where it's at. Right now, I'm currently writing in this journal. I showed you the journal either 2 videos ago or 3 videos ago. It's actually really been fun to do. I'm on the 7th day, and doing this journal, like usually journals are kind of like scary for me. Like I don't really like to do journals. I'm more like, oh, like on a voice memo, like a voice diary rather than like a journal. But this journal, since it's so beautifully made, like it's very different than what I'm used to. Like journals, it's either like a blank journal or like journal prompts, and it's kind of boring in my opinion. I do have a journal and I do try to write in my journal as much as possible, but for the most part, it's not like enticing to pick up every day. But this journal is very, very, very enticing. I really enjoy it. In the journal, there are like prompts, pages where you can do like random journal entries, and then there's also like creative like stuff in it where you like draw, and it's just like, I don't know, it's just really nice to have this journal, and it's really made me feel a little bit more happier. Like I can't wait to journal in this book. So it makes me happy, so why not do it all the time? But for today's journal entry, which is the 7th day, the first emotional check-in is, if the mood of today were a color, what color would it be? Answer this one out loud. If the mood of today were a color, I would say it's like between a blue and a green. And the reason for that is because today in the morning when I took my walk, it was very like dark and ominous and quiet. And I actually really enjoyed it because we haven't had one of those days like that in LA. So it was really nice to just be like it felt like I was in a movie. Mood that I'm feeling for today is comfortable in my own skin. I don't know if that's a mood. Being comfortable in my own skin and enjoying my own company. In the comments down below, please let me know what mood you're in and what color matches that mood. I would love to know.
All my friends tell me every time I close my eyes.
Caroline, get it right this time.
Creativity is not coming out of you. Creativity is like the work of the universe. The universe, that's why they call them universities. The universe is a library. I was just telling somebody this yesterday. All we're doing is checking ideas out. We can pretend that we're being possessive. It was here before us, it's going to be here after us. We just checking ideas out, right? And what you would have checked out on one day might not be what you would check out on the next day. So don't not make the music. When you got a library card that works, you use that card every day.
Daydreaming, wanna go with you like